Front face lock right there. Nice job.
Throwing that bandana away, and now this Jacobs certainly aggressive and has a personal interest in this man because he has done everything he can to intimidate this officer. Anybody else would have been arrested on the spot, but the guy decided to wrestle him instead.
Rolled through there, manages to escape the move, goes behind. Reversal, whoa. Meeting of the minds there, and certainly not was intended. Jacobs, though, getting distracted. That's not a good idea, but does show the inexperience of Officer Jacobs.
Leg lariat now, caught him behind now.
This could be it. No.
Inexperience almost cost him the match, but only a 2 count. And it's Marv still on the floor. And Anthony Andrews now with that rear chin lock, applying the pressure, cutting off that oxygen, trying to weaken this man down. He needs to really weaken this man down because he's got 2 men to worry about.
Very much so.
And now Stevens barely able to get to his feet. He was climbing up on the apron and was inadvertently knocked down by Jacobs, who was shot off by Andrews.
By the way, as we're watching this match, fans, we want to remind all of you that our good friends at Total Nonstop Action Impact Wrestling are going to be coming here to Macon at the Macon Coliseum on October 26th, Wednesday. We want to encourage you to get tickets for that great event. We're having a little bit of a back and forth cooperation here between TNA and RPW, just a recognition by them of what we're accomplishing here in Middle Georgia.
And what you gonna do, Bill Behrens, when TNA runs wild on you?
I have no idea. Can Hulk Hogan run wild on anyone anymore? That's what I'm wondering.
Maybe he could try to run wild on you.
But you know for sure you're going to be seeing the great TNA talent, local stars like Scott Steiner and the phenomenal AJ Styles, all at the Macon Coliseum.
Invite you to join us there for some great action there. And right now, look at this, just kind of embarrassed the man, just stepping on him. We saw Marv get knocked down for the 2nd time trying to get in the ring. He still hasn't got in the ring yet.
Well, and now he's almost presenting him to the fans at ringside. Marvel's Michael Stevens still recovering on the outside, has not been a factor in the match recently.
3rd time!
And again, he gets knocked off the apron. Andrews is really...
Oh, caught him right in the face with that boot.
I hate to use the word impressive with Andrews, but it has been because he's managed to keep both men at bay and keep control on Officer Jacobs. Marvel's Michael Stevens not even being a factor in this particular match, and that's surprising to me, Ben.
And still able to get that shoulder up. I don't know how Chris Jacobs has got this determination, and again, just kicking at the head. This is very personal between these two. And 3 times, Marvelous Michael Stevens has tried to come in and was knocked down by Chris Jacobs, but not by his choosing.
Well, and of course, there's no count by the referee in a 3-way match. Marvelous Michael Stevens able to rest on the outside, which I guess is good given the quantity of times he's been knocked off the apron to that hard floor around the ring, but now he's come back to the ring, and of course, he has no chance to win this match on the outside.
Again, a 2 3/4 count, but not enough. Very close call there. And now it's Anthony Andrews.
Wait a minute, good move there by Jacobs. Managed to catch Andrews off guard, but he's still suffering from what's happened before, but manages to get to his feet, clothesline. Still rocky, but hits a back elbow, and he's getting a little bit of fire here after that long period of time. Michael Stevens trying to get now up almost into the ring on the ring apron. Drop kick, standing drop kick by Chris Jacobs.
Very well executed by Officer Jacobs. And now it's Marv now holding Anthony Andrews, and wait! Chris Jacobs saw him and stopped in mid-motion. He's telling him to come on in and wrestle.
And now in the corner, cowering in the corner.
Wait a minute! What is Marvelous Michael Stevens doing? Caught him from behind with a bulldog-type move. Covers him, hooks the legs. And a 3 count. I can't believe what I've just seen. Marvelous Michael Stevens obviously upset that he got knocked down so many times. What do we have here?
Well, what we have is a winner of the match. That's Andrews, but I'm not quite sure what went through the mind of Marvelous Michael Stevens at this point.
This is the guy that
Wait, and here's Drew Adler here, and I think he's been watching us in the back. He plants a big boot there to Andrews, and he's confronting his partner, Marvelous Michael Stevens. He wonders what's going on here. Stevens not giving him much of an answer, Ben.
Stevens just walking away, and Drew Adler has good reason to question here. Drew Adler checking on the man. Officer Chris Jacobs caught from behind by a man who was supposed to be his friend. I mean, they were in the same wrestling match, but that certainly was not the way to come at him. And Drew Adler certainly has a lot of questions, and so do we, about Marvelous Michael Stevens and his actions in this match, which helped Anthony Andrews to win the match.
Well, I have a feeling this is not going to be resolved here, but I have a feeling we're going to find out how it's resolved in upcoming episodes of Rampage Television. Fans, we'll be back right after this.